Good morning, guys.
Hi everybody.
It's the 14th of June 2019 and it's Friday today, and looking outside it's actually stopped raining because it's been raining constantly. I'm not joking, it's been raining here in the UK. We're in the Midlands, sort of Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire border, and it's been raining constantly, pretty much non-stop for a week. And nice bit of sunshine at the moment. In fact, I just thought
Film it.
Yeah, I just thought that it'd be nice to go down the garden and feed the birds, but I'm feeling so wobbly this morning. I'm struggling to struggling with that idea at the moment, but I'm still going to try.
Yeah.
My back is really sore and my legs are extremely wobbly, and my knees, they just don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know when to lock or unlock and not tell me when they're going to do it, so I tend to go flying. Anyway, the reason for this video is I want to share something with you which is actually quite amazing, isn't it, dear?
Amazing.
Okay, so a bit of background. Some of you may or may not know I suffer with this twitching in my left leg. It's not just kind of a twitching. My left leg will, when it happens, it's always at night time. You alright?
Yeah, sorry, my finger clicked.
Okay, so it's always at night time. It's always when I start to get tired and lethargic, and you can actually set your watch by me. We'll have had tea around about 6:30. We'll be watching TV usually every night, and around about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'll say to Teresa, my left leg's starting to charge up. I can feel it coming on. Anytime now it's going to start, and my leg will just randomly just keep twitching. It'll just keep, the nerves keep firing, setting off the muscles, jerking my leg. And sometimes my foot sort of just like, what happens if you watch my foot, my toe, my big toe, my toes just raise up like that and then relax like that, and I'm not controlling it. Something else is doing it. And other times my whole leg will literally really violently sort of kick out, won't it? And then even more times it's even more violent than that. It like starts in my hip, and my whole body, like my whole left side of my body goes boing.
Jerks. Literally,
I can be falling asleep, nodding off, and that can violently wake me up, can't it? And I actually, by me jumping, makes you jump, doesn't it? It's absolutely crazy. But I've found something. Well, actually, it wasn't me. I used to take this particular supplement, which is magnesium and calcium, quite a long time ago, and yeah, this is also something I also want to say before I sort of get into it. I am taking absolutely no medication for my MS at all whatsoever. Nothing. And I'll tell you why. I've been on a drug, or was on a drug called pregabalin, which is kind of in the gabapentin family, that kind of thing. And I have discovered that whenever I'm on one of these drugs, my mobility gets even worse. So what I did, sort of at the beginning of this year, I stopped pregabalin for a good couple of months, so it was out of my system completely. And I'm always carefully monitoring myself. So then what I did, remember, I took it, I started taking it for about a week. So I was kind of plateauing with my mobility, and when I took pregabalin for about a week, all of a sudden my mobility got really, really bad again, and I went sort of like jelly, and it was really,
very noticeable.
Yeah, quite significant. So I stopped it. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is I've got no drugs in my system. The only drugs I do take is painkiller, which is codeine and paracetamol. I tend to take them twice a day, morning and afternoon, and I take that for the pain in my back, which does tend to take the edge off, and it does sort of help. That's all I take. That's all I take. So I've got a pretty clean slate for kind of experimenting with different drugs, and there was a person on my channel, can't remember her name now, hang on. Okay, so I just had to look this subscriber up. Her name is Cheryl van der Linden. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl and I were having a little bit of a chat last week after one of the comments on my previous video, and she kind of just reminded me of something I used to take, which was magnesium and calcium. And she says, I've had that symptom, restless leg syndrome, because I think that's pretty much what it is, also like a symptom of MS. She says, I've had that symptom, restless leg syndrome, for years before I was diagnosed. It can make it hard to sleep. Yeah, definitely. I also take magnesium, which helps. And I suddenly thought, I've got no drugs in my system. So if I take something extra, I'm going to know if it's doing something or not, because I'll look for subtle changes. Okay. Well, I absolutely couldn't believe what happened. This twitching, jerking leg of mine every day for months absolutely drives me insane, and it's really distressing. Every day for months, never stops, always happens, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Well, I started taking magnesium. I've got some magnesium and calcium tablets. Actually, Tree, do you mind grabbing the bottle,
yes,
please?
Your assistant.
My assistant's just nipping down the to get them. So. Tree.
Yeah.
Hurry up! Come on, chop chop. We're going to be in trouble for that.
Do you want to wear these?
See, told you. Thank you, dear.
There you go.
You're a darling. Thank you. So, this is them. I'll try and show them. So they're magnesium and calcium. The strength. Okay. Typical per daily dose: 87.5 milligrams of calcium, 86.5 milligrams of magnesium.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear. So I take one of them with tea every night, and you know, I thought it was like a one-off, but the first night my leg didn't do anything, and I thought, this is so weird, it's got to be like a one-off.
Yeah.
Second night it was fine. Third night I actually seriously fell asleep last night, didn't I? For about half an hour. Now normally I would be woken up out of sleep with my leg going at it. Nothing. They must be helping. I'm absolutely like amazed. It's really good, isn't it?
It is.
So the thing is, I will just say though, they've stopped, because I've actually been, my leg at night when it starts doing it, it does it for hours, and the only thing that stops it is if I sort of get up, walk around for 10 minutes. So I tend to go to bed really early because I'm fed up of watching telly with my leg going at it. And I'll just say, it's about every 15 seconds it does it, and it's not like every couple of minutes. It's 3 or 4 times a minute. Drives me insane, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So I wanted to share that because I know there's a lot of people on my channel, you guys, that suffer with the same sort of symptoms, and and I wanted to make it. Sometimes when you're on a lot of medication and a lot of supplements, you don't know what's helping and what is helping. Even some of the side effects of medication can cause unwanted happenings, you know. So it's like I'm on no medication because I like the little bit of mobility I've got. So I take these magnesium and the leg twitching stops at night, sort of in the evening, which has been going on for months. So that's really good for me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share.
Yes. Good boy.
Thank you, dear. Right. Okay. One thing that I will just mention though, it has woke me up when I've been asleep in bed. So early hours of the morning, my body's suddenly gone jumped, and it has woke me up a little bit when I'm sleeping. But I'm on about, you know, early evening. It really does seem to help. So I'm taking magnesium, calcium together. So I may look into increasing the dose of maybe just magnesium on its own. I'm not sure. I may look into that. We'll see how we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm going now. So it's bye-bye from her.
Bye and goodbye from him.
See ya. Here's the wifey. She's just opening the door to her new house. Shall I get you a chair? Sit in there for the rest of the day?
No, I've got plans.
I'm not going in there.